Welcome everyone to our final video for our close-up animal texture lesson. We are going to be wrapping it up. We're just going to be sharpening. So these are the materials you're going to need. Your dried, completely painted in composition of whatever animal print you chose. You're going to need a Sharpie, a pencil, and your color strip. Also, please, for the protection of the surface you're writing on, go get a scratch paper to put underneath. So go grab those things, come on back, press play, and we're gonna get started. I have Joey here with me. He is ready. He has his workstation already. He has his Sharpie in his hands. And I'm ready. I wanted to show you how my paint dried on my paper. I thought that was pretty cool. Did you see it? Okay, so I'm gonna go over the things I always go over with you, and then we're gonna get started. So keep these things in mind while you're doing this very last video to wrap up this lesson. Number one, always try your best. Number two, if you get frustrated, take a deep breath, count to 10, take another deep breath, and try it again. Number three, everyone's art will turn out differently. Your artwork is uniquely yours. And number four, art is not perfect. All right, let's wrap it up. So, first things first, I want you to grab your pencil and I want you to flip your composition over, and I'd like you to write your name nice and neatly with your pencil on the back. Hang on one second. I want you to take your strip and I want you to turn it over and I want you to write your name nice and neatly on the back. In pencil, please. It doesn't need to be large, it doesn't need to be tiny, just enough for it to be able to be read so that your teacher knows that it's yours, and then it gets into your art portfolio as well. I'd like both of these things back to get into your art portfolio. You don't need your strip anymore. Put that off to the side. You ready to wrap it up? Okay, so all we're gonna do is uncap our Sharpie, and we are just going to simply trace our lines, our pencil lines, to make everything pop. Super, super easy. But your paint has to be totally dry. If your paint is not dry, this will get very messy and it will not work. The Sharpie just will not tolerate the paint. So you might have spots, you might have stripes, you might have a ton of lines or circles for your spots. Whatever you have going on, I'd like you to Sharpie where your two colors meet to make it pop even more. So I'll show you, that's where I am. I'm gonna show you where Joey is. Very nice. Can you use the, what's it called? The scratch paper? So you don't get it onto the table. Thank you. Yeah, please use your scratch paper so you're not getting it onto the surface that you're working on. You know, I'm looking at this and we could have even skipped this Sharpie step and left it as it was. I think all of our pieces would have popped regardless. What do you think, Joey?
Yeah.
It would have looked good either way. What do you prefer, out of curiosity?
I like sharpening it though.
You like it with the Sharpie? Oh, man. It's not accepting my Sharpie right there. I'm just gonna play the video until Joey finishes. And then, because I have a lot more lines to Sharpie. And then you can play the video for however long you would like. I'd like you to listen to my final instructions though. All right. So I'm about halfway done, a little less than halfway done. Joey's pretty close to being done. He had less stripes than I did because his window was zoomed in closer than my window was. You're finished? Okay. I'm going to show him your finished artwork. And here, I'll show you. Okay, Joe's all done. Yeah, very nice. He has his name on the back of both his strip and his artwork. He capped his Sharpie. Joey, when we're done, I'm going to have you put your Sharpie back into your school supplies. And that's what I'm going to ask you to do. So here are the directions to wrap up this lesson. You are going to make sure that you put your finished piece as well as your strip back into a paper clip with all your other art that is completed, and it'll be ready to go to hand in at the next material pickup date. Please check your other artwork that is finished and make sure your name is on the back of that. Paper clip everything you have together. Keep it in a very safe place that no sibling or pet could possibly get into and possibly ruin it, okay? We're gonna take pride in our work and we're gonna take responsibility. Put your Sharpie back in with your school stuff. Put your pencil away, clean up your space. And my advice is to keep your scratch paper with your art supplies as well. All right, well, I'm gonna end the video here. You guys keep working until you have everything traced with Sharpie, and I can't wait to see the final product, and we will see you for the next lesson.